Well, then that next year, 2007, Big Meech and Southwest T plead guilty to running a continuous criminal enterprise. They both ended up taking 30-year plea deals.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, BMF was a wrap at that point.
It was.
You know, the feds completely dismantled it, you know, arrested everybody, you know, seized everything they could.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the legend of BMF would kind of live on, but the actual crew itself was over.
Yes, correct.
Now, I guess before Magic got locked up, you met a guy named JT.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess after Magic went to prison, you guys started to get a little closer?
Yeah, I had met him through, I got good friends of mine that's like family. They from Chicago. And I have run into him a couple times. You know how if you see somebody, it's, hey, blah, blah, blah. And you know, you interact, but it really wasn't anything like that. He was trying to pursue me, but at the time I was with Magic, so I really wasn't interested in that. I had, when I was pregnant with my son, he had reached out to my girlfriend and gave her money for me. Like, here, give this to her for her baby shower. You know, he gave her like maybe $5,000 or something like that she sent to me. And he was like, tell her to get what she needs, you know, for her son or whatever, due to the circumstances. Which was cool. I took it. It was cool, you know, but it wasn't nothing like that. But after Magic had passed away, we had reconnected. I'm trying to see, where did I see him at? I think it was in Atlanta. I came down here for something and we ended up reconnecting. And we were just really, you know, we was cool. It was cool, you know, hang out, you know, little stuff like that. That was really basically it. But it ended up evolving into, you know, something else as well.
Well, then at one point, JT asked you to move 30 kilos of cocaine.
I think he did. He came to Detroit to visit. And now, you know how you recollect back on things? You don't see things when it's going on, but when you got a chance to sit back and recollect on things, I came to Detroit. And me, you know, showing hospitality, I took him out in the city. You know, I took him out on the town. But I think that he peeped the type of people that I interacted with. You know, he a street guy. So he's looking to see the people that I'm out slapping fives with, or that I'm introducing him to, or that he sees me interacting with. So after he went back home, he ended up calling me. It was like, hey, you think you can, it's kind of like, he was the type of person, like, he try to put you on blast, to see if you who you say you are, or he was one of them people to try to put you on the spot. So he eventually ended up sending me, he's like, I'm going to send you something down there. Let me see if you know, you can get rid of it. And he ended up having somebody drop 30 kilos. Now, me, on the other hand, yeah, I was involved in the streets, but I dealt with street dudes. I never got my hands dirty, and I never was in that life. Like, I was always a part of it because it was a part of my life, but I never dealt hand in hand and never did nothing like that. So basically, when he did that, I just called up a couple people that I knew that I was close to, like, hey, you know, I got this. And at the time, it was a drought. So it was nothing around. So it was easy because the people I called was like the only people in the city who had something. And they got rid of it really fast. So I called him back like, yeah, I got your money. And he was looking like, you got my money? I'm like, yeah, you got to send somebody to come get it. You come get it. So after that, it started becoming a daily routine.
Well, I mean, 30 keys, I mean, they were going for what, 17,000 back then?
No, it was a drought. They was going for 36,500.
Okay, so 30 times $36,500 is $1.1 million.
Yeah.
So you have $1.1 million, and now you're officially drug dealing. You can't just say, oh, my boyfriend's doing it and I didn't know. Like, you're actually getting your hands dirty.
Involved in it. Even though, let me tell you what's crazy and how my mind was set up then. And I know it might sound weird to you, but you know how, like, when you're involved in something for so long, or if that's something that's a part of your life, in my eyes, I ain't feel like I was doing nothing wrong. Legally, now that I went through the legal process, I know I was part of a conspiracy. But for me at the time, I was just like, well, shit, I ain't do nothing but get something and Give it to the people I know. I wasn't out in the streets hand in hand selling stuff with people. All they did was bring me back the money. So to me, I felt like my role was minimum because I wasn't on the streets selling it to everybody. You get what I'm saying? I just felt like, okay, I'm giving it to my people when they gonna give me my money back. So to me, I really didn't feel like I was in harm's way.